Melissa, more over this one. Oh my gosh, look at my weird bun. I'm gonna leave it though. I'm hot. Who's hot? We're hot. I don't know if I like the flavor of this. I'm trying to think though. Hello. Happy Winey Wednesday. Takes a while for people to pop on, so I'm just gonna talk to myself here for a few. So welcome to me and my weird bun with its tail. That's a look. Can we tuck that somewhere? So I got this new wine called like Dadao, I think. Dadao. I don't know. It has like little mountains on it. I was gonna bring the bottle over, but it was warm. I just got it while Cora was at dance class, and they didn't have like a refrigerated section. So I have warm wine. I put in the freezer for a few minutes. So I can't tell if I just don't like it. Cheers, because it's Dadao itself. I don't know. Or if it's like not quite chill, which no one likes warm wine. Actually, it's a little better. That taste was, maybe I had some taste of something else in my mouth. You know how that can affect if you got like, I had ginger ale, so maybe it was like a weird little combo. Let's wait till we'll wash the palate. Hello. Oh, hi, Marie. Hello, hello. I have a crazy, I always have this like dang tooth issue. I have a crazy, like, I don't even want to talk about it. It's this upsetting to me. It's so weird, this tooth issue. So I had to get a tooth pulled, okay? I know you know that, Marie, but for people who aren't familiar, I clench my jaw. I don't know. I'm all happy and yay, and my jaw is like, I hate the world. I hate life. It's like a different personality. That's where all my angst comes out, my jaw. So I'm like a butterfly with a bad jaw. And so I have TMJ since I'm 18. I've been like clenching. It was literally, my friend passed away when I was 18, and it started this hellish jaw journey of mine. I had to get on muscle relaxers and Advil and all this stuff back when I was 18. I went through like a big depression when she passed away, and it started this all off, right? So I've just had like bad teeth since then, because I just in not even just in my sleep, but even during the day, I don't notice I'm like clenching my jaw, right? So fun story so far. So I've had tooth issues because I clench and I got like a crack in my tooth in the back one. So I had to get that removed in December. Sexy, I know. And the one next to it has given me issues, not quite as bad. This one was like unbearable for almost a year. I put up with like sharp shooting pains. Like, I don't know who I thought I was that I should tolerate that for so long, but I did. I didn't want to get my tooth pulled out, right? Like, who wants to do that at 43 years old, 42? So this guy's been like bugging me. We're trying to figure out. I already had a root canal. It feels the same as it did before the root canal. So I found a new dentist that I really love, and I got a cap put on it. It was like without a cap for like a year. I don't know why. I don't know. I just work here, right? So I went to him. He's like, you have no cap on your tooth. And I'm like, maybe that's causing the problem. He's like, maybe. So he put a cap on it. It feels basically the same. Like, it doesn't hurt. Like, it's fine right now. But if I chew on anything more than like a soft piece of bread or a marshmallow, maybe that's a problem. Maybe I have to stop eating marshmallows. But if I chew, it's like pressure. It doesn't hurt. It's not like sharp pain. It's just like sore, achy, like up in the root, right? So he's like, I don't know. Oh no. When I saw him last week. So I called today because he took an image last week, like a 3D image. So I called him. I was like, what's up, Doc? I was like, what's going on? Anything with my tooth? And he said, actually, his son and him, so it's a father and son team. Got a father and son dentist team. They're awesome. I know I said that already, but I'm so excited to find awesome dentists. And they literally are like 7 minutes from my house. So he wasn't very good with the tech. So he said, I have to wait till I can look with my son so we can check it out, right? This is my wine of the week. So I called him today and he said, so we looked into it and we've never seen anything like this. I'm like what? What are you talking about? Like, it can't get worse, right? He goes, I don't know if there's a problem with the tooth. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, well, remember how your surgeon said that your sinuses hung low? So it doesn't get destroyed, it gets cleaned out, and the nerves get cleaned out of it. So the canals are still there. So you can have a bad root canal that doesn't actually clean everything out. And then you can also have it where it is cleaned out fine, and then years later, which, I mean, this root canal was like a year, I don't know. I really don't even know. A year ago, I think. 2 year, I don't know. The pandemic is a fucking blur. All I know is I got like 18 teeth taken out of my head. I'm just kidding. No, I got during the pandemic though, 2 root canals, these 2 back teeth. And now I'm like, did I even need that? Was it even that? Or is it what's coming up next? The joy in my life. So he said, remember when the surgeon said that your sinuses were too close to that back tooth to put an implant in? So like, I don't have a tooth in the way back. Like, I'm ultra sexy, okay? Big hole in the back of my mouth. He's like, remember how we said that the sinuses were low? Yeah, Marie. And I said, yeah. And he said, well, I haven't seen this before in all my years at the dentist. This isn't the first time I've heard this on something in the medical. Try and think the other thing. I went to something else. They're like, I've never seen this before. I'm like, I'm a freak. So he said, the tooth is like, pictures like a balloon, and there's a 3-legged stool on top of it. These are the sinuses. So they like touch barely like that, I guess. He said mine are smushed. All I can do is laugh because it's so fucking ridiculous. They're smushed down into my tooth. He's like, that might be causing some pain. I'm like, well, what the fuck do we do about that, guy? Doc, what do we do about that? He goes, I want you to take decongestant because maybe there's like inflammation. He said, do you have sinus issues? I said, I've had them my whole life. I have allergies. I take allergy medicine every day. My nose is clogged literally every day. Like, I don't know what it is to breathe, and I just choose not to. I'm a mouth breather. I get sexier by the minute. I have a hole in my mouth, Marie. Thank you. I got a hole in my mouth, and I got mouth breathing, like Napoleon Dynamite, but worse. Like a gaping hole in my mouth, Napoleon Dynamite. So I have to drink my troubles away. Hold on. Goo, goo, goo. Mm-mm. No, all we can do is laugh, guys. All we can do is laugh. So you hear that noise? It's probably my sinuses exploding into my tooth. So he said, I want you to take decongestant for a few days. I'm laughing too. Laugh with me. Everybody laugh because it's so fucking insane. Like, what? There's the back of my mouth and my nastiness. Happy 43rd birthday. So decongestant for a few days. I sometimes react to those, like, where I get really jittery and stuff, so I can't start today. Cora has dress rehearsal tomorrow, then a recital on Saturday, so I'm gonna test it out Sunday. So if I see you again next week, I may die, I may pass on from, I don't know, Robitussin poisoning, where it's exploded my heart, because my tooth exploding, my sinus is exploding weren't enough. So I'm gonna wait till Sunday, shove some medicine down. I guess give it a few days to see if that alleviates any of the pressure in the tooth. I don't know why. I have a feeling it won't. I don't know if I'm just pessimistic at this point, but I'm kind of like, I had antibiotics each time I had the root canal. You would think that would help clear out the stuff, and I would have had alleviation there. Alleviation, is that a word? Can I get it pulled? Well, I'm sure I can, Marie, but the problem is if the roots are even closer on this tooth. Oh God, I'm gonna cry into my cup. If they're even closer, they can't put an implant there, and I cannot go around with no teeth here. All my teeth will shift. I probably have a crossbite, and I mean, this should be I ended up looking like this, and we don't want that. My sinus. I can't. Oh my god. We can braid my sinuses and just put a bead on the end. Holy shit. It's like this is surreal. Like what? I'm like the only human with a sinus is falling out of my head. Oh, there's got to be someone else. I'm gonna go look on it, see if there's a support group for falling sinuses. That's my next band name. The falling sinuses, dude. Oh, I'm glad you're here, Marie, to laugh with me. Whew. Um, I was not excited about that phone call today. So we'll see. Oh, wait, but there's more. But wait, there's more. If that doesn't work, I'm like, well, then what? He goes, well, we could try another, I could send you for another root canal to really get in there, make sure all the, like, there's no leftover bacteria that's regrown or something. He said, I don't see any sign of infection. I don't see a crack. That's why I think maybe it could be your sinuses. And I'm like, okay, so what if it is my sinuses and the inflammation, like it doesn't go down, it comes, the pain is, like, what if it's an ongoing thing and it's not the tooth and it's sinuses? And he was like, and I said, I would need, even if I pull it, I need an implant. And he's like, yeah, well, what could they could do? And I love doctors because they're just used to it. It's like another day. I'm just one of 100 little problems they have. It's not even problems for them. It's just like, oh, this is what we do. He's like, oh, well, they can, I can send you to a surgeon and they can, I want you to pause with me and prepare yourself. Okay. I hope you're sitting down. They can lift your sinuses. Just lift them. Just go inside my face and lift my fucking sinus cavity. Just lift them. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're fine. We're fine. Just go inside and lift my, real quick. Pull out your little latex gloves and just lift my sinuses up into my head. Leave some room for the old implant. While you're in there, why don't you shove an implant in there? Why don't you just actually take out all my fucking teeth? Because is this going to happen to everything? Let's just do it at once. Let's take out all my fucking teeth and put dentures in. I'm ready. I said that to my mom. Yes, Marie, I know. I can't handle those words. Lift your sinus. That may as well be the end. That may as well be like, it's time to meet God. I can't do that. I cannot. I will need, I've never taken Xanax or anything like that before. I would need a whole fucking bottle of Xanax to be able, for someone to drag me into that room to get the net of my, just like, I'm just gonna pull that up real quick for you. I can't, like, my brain won't even let me imagine that. You know what I mean? I can't even go there in my mind. Lift my sinuses? What have I done? What did I do in my past life to deserve this? I don't know. No, I know there's way bigger problems out there. I'm getting off easy. A lot of people, I mean, knock on wood, I have never even had a major surgery. I mean, I've been in a hell of an accident where I basically lost my life, but besides that, it's good. Lost a friend at 18. Put me into misery where now I clench my teeth until they crack off my base and crush my sinuses. I'm good. Everything's fine. So we've all got our shit, okay? There's our story. We all have our stuff. That's mine this week. I hope. I don't even know what to hope for. I literally prayed to God like 2 weeks ago when I was getting my crown. I'm like, God, please let me just get an answer. I didn't mean lift your sinuses, God. Can I like control alt delete that? Can we go back? Can I ask for a different answer? Yes. I actually just, well, I use Flonase and after a couple weeks it really dried out my nose and made me have like, it didn't make, I don't have like nosebleeds, but it got a little dry. I don't want TMI, but like a little, It wasn't cute. And so I stopped using that because I heard you're not. Oh, saline, yeah. I just used some today. Maybe I should use it more. I don't use it like every day. Maybe I need to use it more. I need to start doing something. Maybe is there acupuncture for fallen sinuses? Fallen sinus, like, I, what the fuck? And I said to him, I was like, great, I'm an anomaly. That's wonderful. He's like, yeah, you are. Great, thanks, doc. Mhm. I do remember the other root canal when she did it. This other woman, the endodontist who did, is your sinuses or tooth root inflamed? We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure that out, Marie. We don't know. He's thinking it could be my sinuses pressing. I mean, they're already pressed onto my tooth. They're already laying on. They're sunbathing on my teeth. They're laying out for a fun day in my hot mouth. I don't know. I don't have the answer. So the other thing I'm gonna do is make an appointment with an ENT, ear, nose, and throat. For those of you who don't know, that's ear, nose, and throat doctor. Because I figure maybe there's an off chance they's heard of this. They've heard it. Does your tooth hurt when you eat or drink warm beverage? Nope. No. But it wouldn't because I already had a root canal. So when they do the root canal, the tooth nerve is taken out. If there is a crack, though, if there's a crack that they can't see, and sometimes that can happen, there was a crack in this tooth they only saw because it was already like open and they looked with like a special scope this guy had. Part of me is like, should I open up this one, go to him, the endodontist, and have him look at this just to make sure there's not a crack? I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm not a dentist. Ah! You don't understand. You have no idea how many dentists I've been to since 2020. Literally. Should we go through the list? No. Endodontist, dentist. I've actually only gone to, no, 3 endodontists. I got second opinions on things. So 3 endodontists and 7 dentists because nobody could figure out what was wrong with anything. Finally, the last endodontist I went to, he found the crack in my last tooth. Then I was like, okay, there's a crack there. It's below the gum line. Take it out, right? Then I at least knew. Yeah, the tooth nerve destroyed, yes. So now we figure out 14. Maybe I go to him and ask. But this whole sinus thing, a little bothersome. A little bothersome. I don't love it. I don't love it. So anyway, oh, it's 9:20. Not too shabby. Not too shabby here. So also, let's go into happier things. Can we stop the whining now? As much as I love a good wine, both kinds of wine, this is like, you have to understand, like, as much as I can laugh, I can laugh about shit, and I have tough skin, and I'm clearly tough. I've been dealing with this for 3 fucking years, and like, whatever. I'm so over it. Like, I don't want to even talk about it. It is Winey Wednesday. Let's sing our song, and then we're gonna switch it over to. We'll try to make it fun and funny or whatever, but we gotta change the channel. All right, ready? Shall we sing? It's Winey Wednesday. It's Winey Wednesday. Yeah, yeah. I can't get as low as I used to. I turned into a higher woman. It's Winey. Oh, there you are singing with me, Marie. Thank you. Cheers. How's your head tonight? You doing better than last week? What are you drinking? What's everyone drinking? Say hello. So, let's see. Cora's end of the year is wrapping up. Only basically one more week of school. 1.5. Kool-Aid. Oh my God, what flavor, girl? Oh, I love it. I haven't had Kool-Aid in a hot minute. I used to dye my hair with Kool-Aid. Speaking of which, I have a hair appointment in a couple weekends. Got my streak. I call it Stripe. Remember that gremlin? Isn't that his name? Stripe? Anyway. Cherry. Oh, yum. I actually really like cherry. I like cherry and straw. I don't know. I like all the red flavors and any like Gatorades, whatever. Red flavors and cherry, actually, Gatorade is my favorite. It's like, what is it? Glacier cherry or something? It's white. Yeah, I like cherry. Stripe. Yep, that's me. I'm Stripe. My dad is the literally exact same place. We both have the Stripe. And he used to just have his. I loved his Stripe. When I was like younger and he had his little 90s man hair. He had his little stripe. It's cool. I feel connected. Okay, so course at the end of the year. I just want to tell you, like, I'm officially like suburban mom shit, where it's like I'm a swim mom now. She's on the swim team. Like, what's happened in my life? Like, remember when I was like clubbing and like wearing half shirts and doing shots? And now I'm like having play dates when all the moms are friends. The gremlin's name. Yeah, no, I know. That's what I'm saying. He had a stripe though. Didn't he, the gremlin? So I'm connected to him and my dad. um, so it's like, I mean, I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I have a swim tribe. Okay, we'll call it a swim tribe. That's fun. That's great. They're awesome. I really, really like this group of women that I've been hanging out with like the last year, but even more recently, we've been hanging out um, more and more. And the girls are all on the swim team now together. Cora had her first practice last night, and you were a soccer mom. Yeah, it just happens. And I don't know why I didn't picture myself as a swim mom. I mean, I swam well. I think I told the story probably 12 times because I have early onset Alzheimer's. No, my dad threw me in the pool and I learned. There was no swim lessons. I mean, I loved swimming, but I didn't ever, I actually would have been great on the swim team. I don't know. Look, my mom was a single mom just trying to help us not die and pass school. That was her goal. That's what she said. I had to keep you alive and make sure you passed to your school. She had a hard life. Single momming is not for the faint of heart, right? Honey, I'm on YouTube live, but can you get me my plug for my computer and I'll be your bestie? Oh, can you say hi to Marie real quick? Because George is not around anymore. Say hi, Marie.
Hi, Marie.
that was your real voice. It's the new computer, and I think the charger is in our bedroom. I think a little behind the scenes. It's called me being lazy on the couch. I don't want to leave you guys here talking to yourselves. He's a good man. He's a good man. He'll always do stuff like that. Just out of the goodness of his heart. He likes doing things for me. It's so sweet. So I don't remember where I was because squirrel. It was at the beach. Oh, it was at the beach, Mr. Swim Dad. In the ocean? Oh, dang. You're even more serious. It's, now we got a bunch of wimpy kids in this generation. We're like, we're going to put you in a pool with swim coaches from the age of 4 months. That's what happens. I put Cora in swim lessons. Now she's on swim team. Hello, Aricia. It's been a while. It has, because I don't even remember. When was the last time you were on? Oh, so my dad was Navy too. That's hilarious. Well, Navy Reserve. Navy. Alexa, off. Oh, could you change over and throw a in there? That's code for my husband loves me deep down. Just kidding. Long time ago? Yeah. I've been around. OG YouTube. Been around since 2011, I think. That's insane. That's so crazy. I'm still as crazy. I have more wrinkles, I have darker hair, I have gray hair. What else has changed? Pretty much the same. But as I was saying, now I'm suburban mom. I'm a swim mom and suburban swim mom. So it's changed in that way for sure. So I was saying, my dad threw me in a pool. He was a Navy dad, yes, military, just like we don't need lessons. So Cora, I put her in lessons this year. She was learning last year, but like, could float a little and stuff, but nothing serious. She just more went to the pool for fun, hung out with her friends. So this year I was like, she talked about being on the swim team. My friends were pressuring us to join the swim team. It's like a mob. It is. I'm Italian and swim, which is like double trouble now. We're mobsters. So I was like, well, she can barely swim, so let me put her in some classes starting in like the beginning of April. I put her in these classes, and so she loved it, just doing that good stuff. How do you have to help me? There's so many things to help me with. My teeth. What other fun ways? Yes, you're my YouTube tribe. So I have a swim tribe, a YouTube tribe. This is amazing. And cheers, Aricia. Look at me trying to say it with an accent when I don't even know what is your ethnicity, so I can try to accurately pretend I know how to do an accent. Keep her positive. Hey, I'm pretty positive. Just can you help my teeth not fall out instead, or my sinuses fall out of my Aricia, oh my goodness, you need to hear the story from the beginning, from the Caribbean. Aricia, do you say Hazel or Hazel? Now just tell me to stop, right? Hazel, I feel like would probably have two L's and an E at the end. Aricia, Hazel. Aricia, Hazel. I haven't been to the Caribbean, but I would love to go. So if you have an extra room for this bun with a stick, we're all yours, okay? No, please, no, it's nothing. We'll come. It's fine. No. It'll be great. Anyway, so I lost my train of thought because that happens a lot now. Aricia, also I'm going through menopause now. Maybe. Aricia is a very pretty name. What is the meaning actually? I believe I'm going through perimenopause. Here I talk about everything, so if that's not your style, I'm sorry. Make it your style. It's more fun. Talk about everything, all the things. I'm not a private person, unfortunately, for some. But so I'm forgetting things. So it's a fun thing now on Wednesdays. When I can't think of words, I make up new words. So we have like perimenopause vocabulary, new vocabulary. So that's fun. It's so hot, beautiful. I love the heat, actually. Oh, that's nice. So it's kind of like a Ortis Junior, but it's female version. Yeah, Aricia. Aricia. I really like that. So pretty. And Hazel. I love the name Hazel. I don't know if that's your middle, last, or whatever, but my daughter had a friend when we lived in Virginia, which is probably where you watched me. One of her friends there, and one in her dance class is named Hazel. Love it. So I'm excited to come visit you. Just kidding. So now we're on swim team. We had the first class yesterday, and I said to the coach, I'm like, I actually don't know if my daughter can swim. Is that a problem? She was like, it's fine. And she said if they have to, they can use the paddle. The wine of the night. So it's a Sauvignon Blanc. Let me get the bottle. Hold on. You guys talk to yourself for a second. Now that there's more than one, I'll leave you and I won't feel so bad. Say hello, Marie. Tell her your favorite food and your favorite color. That's the assignment, both of you, actually. Well, I get my vino. Oh, I was totally wrong about the name. I thought it was Dow Dow. I'm going to see if you guys listen to my instructions. What are your favorite food? Fried fish. Ooh, what kind of fish is your favorite fish? I don't eat a ton of fish, but I do like salmon and mahi-mahi and tuna. I like tuna like sushi. So this is the wine of the night. Did you used to watch Winey Wednesdays, Odysseia? I have a funny accent story too. But so this is 2022 Sauvignon Blanc Paso Robles. Is that Spain? Wait a second. Where is Paso Robles? Alexa, where is Paso Robles?
Paso Robles, California is an unincorporated area in San Luis Obispo County, California.
I was trying to make it Alexa off. I was trying to make it something across the ocean. I know everything with fish, even the eyes and the brain, it's good for you. You know what? You do you. I love that people do things that we don't do. I feel like we're kind of wimpy over here in the States. But I am part of that wimpiness. Fish have brains. God, I love this. God, I love you guys. Oh my God, I love it. This wine was shaped by the passion, imagination, and life experience of Georges and Daniel Dow. What is Dow? Where is that from, though? Winemaker Daniel Dow. What ethnicity would that be? And made to bring you happiness and joy. Well, hot diggity dog, looks like it is. There is something squishy there called brain. Does it help them think? I'll pour a little more, not too much. We can't party too hard tonight. Happy wine, yeah. Can we just have a wine called Happy? I wonder if there is a wine called Happy. I feel like there has to be, don't you? You like my wine glass, Odysseia? There it is. I freaking love these. So, story I've already told, but I'll tell again because I tell stories over and over and over. My stepmom had these glasses. These are not hers, but I found the exact ones when I was looking for regular glasses on the Lennox website. I was like, what? That's my childhood memory right there. Oh my gosh. I'm going to put wine in it. I don't care if it's like a margarita glass, right? And then I got these little pineapples too, but they're like the whole glass is pineapple and it's like a shape of a pineapple and it's clear. What would I rate the wine? I don't know why I don't like it's a good question. Hold on, because I don't love this one. There's something about it. I just don't like the flavor. It's like a 6 to me. It's that low. And I'm not super picky. That's why it doesn't say what notes or anything are in here, which is kind of annoying, right? They should tell me what notes because I'm like, I'm not feeling you, Dow. I don't care if you're from California or Italy. Not feeling it. Like this has become a weird side pony. And I drooled. It's probably the hole in my face and my sinus is leaking out. So, Cora went to her thing. I was I was like worried she wouldn't like it because it wasn't the classes anymore where it's more like juvenile and stuff. This is like you're practicing to do swim meets and to compete. I think you just compete with your own time maybe, but I was like, I don't know. She loves like she's still such a kid, even though she's 9 and she's she'll be 9. She's very mature for her age, well-spoken, like, she talks like a freaking 25-year-old, but she has this kid-like spirit where she wants everything to be really fun, right? Like, even her dance class now, she's like, I miss it being more like kid-like, where they played games and stuff more. So I was like, I don't know if she's going to want to do the swim team. So we'll go. We'll see. Cross our fingers. Because I paid. It was like not that expensive because it's parent run, I guess. It was like $100-something. So she went and like had the time of her life. She's an only child and around 2 parents. Yes. And I've never talked to her. Like, even when she was a baby, I'm like, what do you want for dinner, Boo? I mean, I've never really like baby talked. I did say milkies. I do remember that. Want your milkies? Little milkies? But in general, like, joking aside, when she could actually start talking, I really talked in a normal way with regular vocabulary. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly, Marie. Exactly. And I will say her birth parents, they're intelligent. More intelligent than me even. I know, hard to believe. Smart. Very, like, more book smart. I would say I'm smart. I'm determined. I don't want to put myself down because my whole childhood I thought I was really dumb and I was told I was dumb. So I've kind of tried to turn that around. Tried. I do my best. Where I think I'm smart enough, determined, but the book smart, the academic, like where you're really, I have like ADD, so that doesn't help, right? But both of her birth parents are very, very intelligent, like academically. You never talk baby talk to your kids either. It's good to let those classes build discipline, yes. And she loved it. So she's definitely wants to join. She's so excited. She made a new friend already. Yesterday, just at the first swim meet. I mean, we already had friends in there, but she made a new friend. And she's like, can I invite her to my birthday? They're like, yeah, besties. Today she walks up to me. She's like, Mom, what are you doing? And I was like, she's like, what would you do if I talk like this? Like, she's just nutty as I am. She's not as wild. I will say she's as goofy as me, but not as wild. Like, she's honestly like more responsible probably than I am at my age at 9. She's very responsible, very focused. She's a freaking planner. At 9 years old, she has a planner. She writes everything out. She does lists. She does like her chore chart. Like, she's a nerd. She's a nerd. I was not a nerd. I'm a nerd in a different way, but no. She's definitely more academic, more nerdy, but she's got like definitely a goofy fun side. And she said to me, she goes, I feel like I didn't have as much as the goofy side until you homeschooled me and I was home with you for 2 years and you rubbed off on me. They are. I will say that too. I've noticed that their vocabularies are definitely larger. I'm like, listen to her words and even her friends. I mean, there was like, we had a play date the other day and one of the boys was like, Roblox, I think you should get that for Cora. There are some inappropriate parts, but I think it's okay if you let her da da da. And I was like, I don't even know, even though I probably maybe knew the word at night, I don't think I said inappropriate in like a sentence often, you know? I was like, let's play on the bars and like did gymnastics all day. Pop some Barbie's heads off or something, you know? Now they're like, E equals MC2 on their little keyboards and typing all fast. And it's like weird, right? All their gaming. I don't know, eating cereal out of the box. Oh, I love your stories, Marie. I have a story. I was going to the post office. 2 teen girls walked past me singing, We Are Besties. I thought, for how long? Yes. Right? We cling on, not like Star Wars. Is that Star Wars or Star Trek? Star Trek? But yeah, I get that. I don't know if that's the end of your story, but it could be the end because, God, when I think back to the best friends, I'm amazed how quickly my 7-year-old learned things I struggle to see as an adult. Yeah. Especially with technology. Like they have us on that one. But even other things, yeah, they're fed a lot more information. And I do feel like also though mental illness seems to start earlier now, and overwhelm and ADD and ADHD. And I think, I'll be honest, I think that's a cultural thing. At least here in America, there's so much overwhelm for kids that there's more pressure where I live. I can't speak for I can speak for a lot of places, but I know outside of cities, like we're right outside of Washington, D.C., if you're outside or inside of New York City, Seattle, like these, especially around the cities and the suburbs of the city, the pressure to do well in school, to be in 3 different activities, to do X, Y, there's just so much more of a pressure, I feel like now. Some childhood friends are not meant to be your adult friend. Oh, yeah. But you know what? And that's okay. And I had a hard time with that, Odysseia. And I feel like the best thing you can do in life is, and actually Mel Robbins, do you know Mel Robbins? She's a motivational speaker, and she was just saying on her Instagram the other day. I loved it. It was simple, but this is how I'm thinking more and more. It's like, let them. In any situation, of course, unless like if you see someone beating someone, don't let them. But in a lot of these situations where we ruminate or try to overthink things, like even like, because I had friends that I distanced from or they dumped my ass. I had a friend that broke up with me many years ago and it was devastating. And it's like, I wish I had the mindset I have now of let them. Let them. They're doing XYZ, let them. Like, because where we have stress in life is when what we want to happen doesn't happen how we want it to happen, right? Like in general, that's stress. So if you can release the control and say, I wanted that to happen, but it didn't, and there's a reason, and I'm going to trust and have faith that there's something better than what happened. That was the joke. I'd explain this one to one of my sons' childhood friends drifted off. Yeah. Yeah, no, I thought that was the end. Yeah, you have to let go, and it's hard, you're when you connect to someone and you feel so like someone gets you and understands you. That was what was hard when I got kicked to the curb. I felt like she really understood me in a way other people didn't. I didn't open up to her. I was very, I was like class clown and jokey, and I could be serious, and with some of my friends I was, but there was something about her and my relationship that was like, it was just this understanding, and I felt safe with her. And that was the hard part, was all of a sudden I wasn't safe. That was it. We were done. And I was like, I felt like I would, even though I had a bunch of friends, I had my husband, I felt honestly like isolated in a very weird way. Like, and then I didn't trust other relationships. I'm like, well, if she was so easy to dispose of me, what's real? That was what was hard for me. They took different paths. His friend got into drugs. My son just received his master's. Yeah. That's the thing. People change, we grow. And that's the beauty about getting older. Like I can say at 43, I have way different mindset even than I did when my friend didn't want to be friends with me anymore at age, I guess it was when I got married, 32. I got engaged and 2 weeks later we were not friends anymore. Yeah. So with age comes wrinkles and wisdom. I'll take the wisdom. The wrinkles, I would like actually do like, is there like a 30-day policy on wrinkles? I think I popped a new one. I'd like to return it. There's not, is there? I just have to keep getting sinuses pulled out and drinking wine, I guess. You gave birth 2 weeks later and she blocked me out of her life. You gave birth. Well, here's the thing with this, Aricia. And you probably heard this. You probably may know this, but for anyone who's on here and has gone through, it could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be a romantic relationship where someone has let you go and you still, even though maybe you've moved past it, you don't understand it. I was there for a long time. And in it's been honestly just the last 5 years that I've felt much better about it. It took I'm not joking. It took way too long for me to like get over it. It did. It really shattered my heart. But it was like once I realized that it wasn't me, not saying I didn't do anything that may have made her feel a certain way or our dynamic shifted, or I think part of it was her and I were so close and like almost codependent, probably in an unhealthy way. But there are a lot of best friends out there like that. I mean, it happens. I don't want to beat myself up over it, but it was, we were pretty codependent. Then she got a boyfriend, and then I think she had that boyfriend and had this life, and I didn't feel as included anymore. And so I was in this mindset of how we used to be, and she wasn't. And I think it kind of clashed, right? And so that kind of made things weird. And then I got engaged, and I think someone, I won't say who, because I don't know if she'll ever watch this stuff. I don't know. If so, hello, you shattered my heart, but I love you deep down inside. I think that, how do I put it? Let me get my words together. I think that she didn't know, like, how to have a relationship with me when I was really happy. I was like, I had never been that happy in my life. I had always struggled in the romance department, and it was always like me complain, like funny, like these, like I would tell stories in my dating stories. They were hilarious, and this happened, that happened. I'd ask her for advice or whatever, and I'd tell these stories, and they're like, this guy did this, you wouldn't believe. I wrote a book. I literally started to write a book about dating, right? Glad you're okay, Aricia. And so that was like the dynamic. And then I think it did shift. It's like one of my friends said to me, I think she doesn't know what the hell to do with you now that you're happy, and she's going to find things wrong with you, and she's pushed you away or whatever. I mean, she said the fact it was right after you got engaged. I mean, everyone said that when I told people, oh, she's not going to be in the wedding. She's not, like, almost every single person was like, she's jealous. She's jealous. And I'm like, I don't think it's that simple. Well, Marie, though, she had a boyfriend. I think, you know how, like, I don't want to say she was miserable, because I don't think she's totally miserable or anything, but like, it's almost like a misery loves company feeling, but it was more like she was used to me a certain way, and I wasn't that way anymore. I would like truly found someone I was really in love with, and apparently she started spreading rumors that I like went after him for the money. Well, I don't know what rumors. One of my other friends told me that she reached out to her, because me and that friend hadn't been talking, and she said, have you talked to Christy? And she said, oh, I haven't. She said, yeah, she's getting married. And they weren't even friends. It's kind of weird. And this friend thought it was very weird that she reached out to her. And she said, yeah, by the way, my husband's not rich. Like, we're comfortable. I've dated much richer. Okay. I'll say that. I could have a yacht and a Maserati if I wanted to. I couldn't marry boring people for money. But she said, oh, she saw his deep pockets and jumped in. Yes, exactly, Marie. I think our relationship just changed, and I think I wasn't letting go because I hate letting go. I'll be honest, now I can. It was a toxic trait of mine where people could treat me like crap, and I didn't let go. Once I love you, and I still do. Like, I still wish her the best. I still love her. If she came to me tomorrow and said, I'm sorry, I would give her a big hug and probably cry. You know, not saying I'd trust her enough to be friends with her again, but I'm a very loving person. As fierce as I am, I'm very loving and forgiving deep down, you know? Yeah, more subtle. So, Aricia, just to your point of, you don't know, these people there could be either jealousy, there could be some of that, there could be more, maybe just the dynamic has changed and they are afraid of change or afraid what might happen. I've had friends that kind of like push away. Okay, I'm that friend. Know what I do with people? If I know somebody's leaving, like when I knew someone was leaving a job I was at, I pushed her away. Oh my God, I have to go in a few minutes. It's the reunion part 2 for my show. But my friend Tori, And she even, like, I think she called me out on it or whatever. We worked together, and I knew I was leaving. I was, right? Was it? I'm trying to think. What happened there? I don't know. It was like one of us was leaving, or was she I don't know. One of us was looking for a job or something happened. And I started to distance and like not eat lunch with her anymore. And she was like, what the fuck? And I was like, I don't like goodbyes. And I'm like, I like how I'm saying it's someone else and it's me. You're willing to reconnect. Well, yeah, I don't know if I'd go that far in my situation, because I would be terrified. I'll be honest. I would be terrified to, I don't know. I never say never. If we had I mean, I'm a good intuitive person. If we had a real deep conversation, and I don't even need apologies. I'm not big on apologies. I don't need I like people to just explain and say, this is why this happened. That would never happen again. That sort of thing. But there was so much pain there. I don't know that I could handle it emotionally. But I don't wish her any ill will. I have no bad thoughts about her. Other than it sucked how it went down. But it's life, and it's let them. We can't take on the heaviness of that. Like, life is too short, right? If they talked about me to others, I would leave it be. Well, that was the thing that stung, because she had a family member that passed away, and I sent flowers, and like I really wanted to go because I knew that person, and my heart just ached for their family, and like I was a part of their family, and I couldn't go. I didn't, that'd be inappropriate, whatever. I wouldn't do that. So I couldn't go, and that hurt enough. But I wanted to send something, so I sent flowers, and she sent a nice note saying thank you, and how hard this is for me, because I knew how close they were. And we had a nice exchange, and then I hear from this other friend that she was like shit talking me, and I'm like, man, what did I do? I didn't do anything to deserve that. If you don't want to be friends with me, fine, but to talk poorly about me to other people like that really hurt. So that probably, wasn't really thinking about that thing about, but yeah, it shows their true colors. Yeah. People can change, but for me, I'm really focusing on these people in my life. Like I said, even these like swim moms, I'm a suburban swim mom lady. It's such a blessing. Like, everyone, they don't talk about anyone. They're not gossiping. Like, literally, I've never heard one of them speak a bad word about another person. We uplift each other, do things for each other. Like, oh, I can take your kid here. Like, it's like that village mentality back in the old days. And like, we're trying to live that, Oh, okay. Aricia, have a good workout. Yes, I'll be next Wednesday at 9, hopefully. That's my plan. So it's focusing on the people that it's easy with, Life's hard enough with the unexpected things that happen to us, like our falling sinuses. We'll round it up. Full circle. Life's short. When you have falling sinuses, you have to focus on the easy people in life and the easy things and make more joy and peace. The end. Cheers. I'm going to go watch my reunion. I love doing this. I'm so glad I'm doing this again. I really am. Marie, I'm so glad you're on here. Aricia, I know you're probably not there anymore, but so glad you popped on. There were like 6 other people. Glad you guys were on. We're a small tribe, but we're a real tribe. OG. It's nice. It's like hanging out with some friends, right? 6 of us hanging out. 4 of you were very introverted. Say hello. Say hello so I know who's here. I literally have no idea. If my old friend is here, say hi. I won't bite you. We can all have a talk. Can you imagine how weird that would be? To have like my old friend come on here and be like, hey. I'd be scared. My YouTube OGs, you guys are protective as fuck. I know that about you. You are protective, and I love that. I'm protective of you too. So anyway, I hope everyone's rest of the week goes well. Happy hump day, and I will see you next Wednesday with a wine of the week for next Wednesday. Mwah, mwah. Give this a thumbs up if you're liking my Winey Wednesdays. Random, but I don't know. It's fun. It's fun. All right, say bye to me and my falling sinuses. Sexy and you know it. Sexy and you know it. Dun, 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 dun. Woo! Yes, one for the road. Bye. Bye, Marie.